On today's video, we're going to talk about how can I stop gaining weight on menopause. I'm Cristy Code Red, author, entrepreneur, retired professional boxer, and I created a nutrition program that enables people to lose 10% of their body weight every month without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. And it'll even work for you during menopause. In the first part of this video, we're going to talk about why do people think they're gaining weight because of menopause. And then we'll go over what is really happening to your body when menopause starts. And last, we'll cover how to lose 10% of your body weight every month. Yeah, even during menopause. My favorite client to work with is a menopausal woman. I know that sounds maybe creepy, a little bit weird to you, but my favorite client, my target niche client, is women in their 50s and 60s, and that's generally when people start to go into menopause. I have dealt with this a lot with my clientele, and I have a lot of experience dealing with women going through menopause. In my opinion, and my 26 years being in this industry, women blame a lot on menopause. I'm not trying to say that it ain't happening or that there's obviously massive changes going through your body. We'll talk about that. But I'm saying that when we really get down and dirty and just get down to the nitty gritty and take a look at a woman's lifestyle and her diet and what she's drinking, it is not all because of menopause. Women want to blame menopause for the crap that they're causing in their body. Again, not all of it, not all the time, and not all women. But for the most part, the women that I see, the ones that come to me, and including my own mother, you can actually lose weight and keep it off even during menopause. My mom, Carol, Mama Carol, you guys know her as Mama Carol, she lost 50 pounds in her 60s and has kept it off for years. I think my mom was like my very first Code Red rebel. I started experimenting on her. I used her as a guinea pig when I first started the Code Red lifestyle. And it worked for her in her 60s. And she always said like, oh, I'm always just gonna be a fat grandma. Because she thought that's just what happens to women once they go through menopause. And I know a lot of women who think the same thing. Well, this is just gonna be how it ends for me. That's just gonna be how I play out my life. Because of menopause, I'm going to have a fat stomach and fat arms, and I'm going to have low energy and night sweats. Baloney. There is so much that you can do about this. So don't just give up. Keep listening. Let's talk about it some more. Women are blaming so much on menopause, but when we really look at it, it comes down to what they're eating and drinking. And look, hormones play a big role. And when you're going through menopause, you're having a massive shift in hormones. But so much can be controlled by what you're eating and drinking. I know of a lot of menopausal women who are drinking alcohol way too much. What the doctor recommended amount of alcohol is 1 4-ounce glass of wine a night. Who's drinking 1 4-ounce glass of wine a night? Ain't nobody drinking that amount. You are lying. These ladies that I deal with, a lot of them are drinking 2-3 glasses, a 6-ounce glass of wine a night. It's way too much alcohol, and that is really tough on a menopausal body. A lot of these women are eating way too much sugar. And yeah, as you get older, you can't metabolize things in your 50s and 60s like you could when you were in your 20s. Remember when we were all in our 20s? Come on, you remember? And we could eat anything we wanted. And we would just go like run the next day and everything would be fine. That is not how it is when you are menopausal. You have to play by a little slightly different set of rules. But if we really are honest with ourselves, how many times are you eating the Hershey's Kiss off your coworker's desk when you're walking by? That crap adds up. Okay, how many times you going into Costco and you're having the Costco pizza? You're having the Costco hot dog? You're having the bread? Don't give me that. Don't sit there and tell me it's all because of menopause. It ain't all because of menopause. You're shoving bullcrap in your pie hole that doesn't belong there. Haagen-Dazs, let's just stop by Cold Stone. I'm just going to get a number 2 with a Diet Coke. All that crap is so much harder on your body when you're in your 50s and 60s, ladies. Let me tell you. So no, it's not all because of menopause. So what is really happening during menopause? So the body is no longer ovulating. The body is no longer producing those pregnancy hormones and the hormones that you need in order to get pregnant, carry a baby. We're just going to keep it real simple here. The hormones are actually very complicated, but for this video, we're going to keep it really simple because the reality is you don't need to know all the intricacies. You just need to know the basics, all right? So estrogen, progesterone, testosterone, the three main hormones that we're going to go over, they're out of whack. All right, your body's going through a major change. They're gonna be out of balance. Possibly you could be estrogen dominant, which means your estrogen is up here. Probably your progesterone is in the toilet. What we wanna do is we wanna get those level. So we wanna mitigate the high levels of estrogen, bring them down. We might need to take something to get that progesterone up. I don't know. There are specialists, there are functional medicine providers and nurse practitioners and people who are really good at it that can check your hormones and get them balanced. You might need to take a little testosterone supplement. Don't worry, I'm not talking about anabolic steroids. I'm just talking about a little something to help balance you out and keep you going. But job one is cleaning up your diet. None of those pills, pellets, anything that they're going to give you at your doctor's office is going to make a hella beans difference if you're still shoving lean cuisines and cake pops in your mouth. It won't work that way. If you're still living on Diet Coke and wine and copious amounts of coffee, none of these hormone adjusting medications and creams and different things you do, none of it's going to matter. So you got to get your diet right. You'll want to be able to go into your functional medicine provider and say, hey, listen, I've been doing Code Red for 6 months and I'm still having blank. But I'm telling you, in my experience, the people that have come to me that are menopausal, we get their diet lined out and we get their water, we get them off the wine, we get them off the coffee, we get them off all the crap. Their body levels itself out and very few people still have to get hormone replacement. A lot of menopausal women are having night sweats, all right? They're having hot sweats. I have watched this go away with Code Red. I'm not kidding. It sounds too good to be true, and you're wondering, why aren't we talking about this? Well, because healthy people make a lot of sense, but healthy people don't make a lot of dollars. It's all about the money, okay? They want you to keep coming to the doctor. They want you to keep buying medications. It's not necessary in all cases for you to go on medications. Getting your diet lined out, getting on a high-fat, low-carb lifestyle with getting rid of the sugar, getting off the sugar, and drinking a lot of water and getting your sleep, all of that. Most of the time, in my experience, in the tens of thousands of people I've had come through my program, that is enough to get rid of the night sweats, to get rid of the hot flashes. Most of the people that I see that come to me, they don't have them anymore after they get on the Code Red lifestyle. Studies have shown that your risk of depression could increase when you drink alcohol during menopause. Just keep this in mind. I don't want to deep dive into this. I know a lot of menopausal women who drink a lot because you got to think of the average menopausal woman and what she's going through in this time of her life. A lot of them are becoming empty nesters. A lot of them, they're just going through major changes with their marriage. They want to drink. They want to take the edge off. And maybe they want to forget what's going on. They deal with their sadness, their anxiety, their depression. They deal with a lot of their issues by drinking because they're numbing themselves. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you that's what usually happens. But this could make the depression worse. So when you think about losing 10% of your body weight every month, that probably seems unreasonable when you're doing that 4th grade math. You know, if you're 216 pounds, that means that the first month you could lose 21 pounds. That's a lot of weight. Second month, you could lose whatever that is, 19 pounds. I mean, you can do the math on that. But actually, it's very doable. And I have written tens of thousands of customized nutrition programs for people just like you who lose 10% of their body weight every month without shakes, pills, diet foods, or exercise. Yes. And even being menopausal. So if you're interested in learning more about my customized program and what I could do for you, click the link. Let me help you. Let's go.